Did you know that cooking breakfast is a good way to review for your science quiz? Cooking breakfast is actually the perfect opportunity to review physical and chemical changes. Remember, a physical change is when you change something, but the object still has the same identity at the end. For example, slicing an orange for breakfast. When you slice it up, you still have an orange at the end. So, perfect example. Another, my favorite example, chocolate milk. You need the milk. I always forget to get the milk out. Okay, we're going to take a couple, maybe a big tablespoon of chocolate, some regular milk, just pour it in there. Use your spoon to stir it up and dissolve the chocolate. We're using the solubility of the chocolate to do a physical change here. So there's two perfect examples of how you can use a physical change for breakfast. Okay. Chemical changes are a little trickier though, because they are changes that occur at the molecular level of whatever you're working with. So since we can't see molecules, they're harder to tell if they happen. Perfect example would be scrambling eggs. Okay, so let's crack the egg. Always after you use eggs, you should wash your hands. Dry them off good. Alright, let's scramble the eggs. Get them good and mixed up. By the way, when you're scrambling eggs, you got to make sure you get the yolks all mixed up, or you can't tell where they were and it all looks yellow to get good scrambled eggs. So before we do the chemical change to the eggs, this is what they look like. They look completely different at the end after the chemical change. Okay. In there. Okay, we'll let those cook for a minute. Let's get the spatula out ready for them. Right here. Another good example of a chemical change would be you cooking bacon. Before it looks like this, and then afterward it looks different. Because we use the heat from the stove to cook the bacon and to cook the eggs to do the chemical change. So afterwards, your bacon is going to look completely different than it did before. Some signs that a chemical change has occurred are change in smell, change in color, a production of sound, a heat or light. So this we can definitely smell. It smells fantastic. And you'll also see a change in color eventually too. So breakfast will be ready in a few. Here's our breakfast with our orange and chocolate milk from our physical changes and the bacon and eggs from the chemical changes. Who wants bacon?